Okay, seeing as I intended to pause that, instead I stopped it. Okay, I'm going to tell you how NET10 picks my pocket for $970 and change. I was a long-time customer of theirs. I had an autopay account, and for years there was no problem. All right, now I got another phone. I got a T-Mobile phone. So I kept the NET10 phone, and I kept it paid up with an autopay account so that I would have a backup phone in case something went wrong with the T-Mobile phone. And I wanted to call somebody besides 911 for help, for something that's, whatever. I don't know. That's why I have the phone. And, I'm an old man. I live out in the desert by myself. So, I take precautions, right? Or you try to, when you're not being sabotaged, which is what I'm getting to. Okay, so I go to use the phone one day, the NET10 phone, and it won't dial out. I use my T-Mobile phone, and I call NET10 and say, hey, what's wrong with my phone? And she says, oh, well, your account's been terminated. I said, well, this is the first I'm hearing about it. I didn't get nobody called me, nobody sent me a letter, nobody said, tell me anything. It was a problem. What was the problem? She said, well, NET10 changed their technology, and the old phone that you have won't work with it. And I'm thinking, I'm talking to customer service, right? Customer service couldn't call a long-time customer and say, hey, there's going to be a problem with the technology. We're changing the technology, so your old phone's not going to be any good anymore. You're going to need to get a new phone. So I asked them, so okay, what's the fix for this? And what we decided to do was they told me where to go and get a phone. They said, you want a phone like the one you had? I said, yeah, LG flip phone. And so they sent me to TracFone. Okay, I called them back, and no, we still can't do anything, still can't do anything, still can't do anything. I never did find out why. I finally got tired. I'm an old man, I get tired. And I put it down for a while. So I'll come back to this later. So you beat your head against the wall enough, you decide to, well, I'll just wait a while and see if the wall falls down. That makes things a lot easier on me, right? So I call them back again today, and they tell me, well, your account was terminated because the charge was declined. And I said, really? So yeah. I said, why? And she says, well, your card expired. And I asking her, do you have the last four numbers of the card that was declined? Oh yeah, we have it. So I told her something like 9276 or something like that. She said, no, that's not the number. It was a different card. She didn't ask me to go check my card, make sure I got the right number, right? Okay, so I come back to her later. I get her to kick it up to management finally, and she says, yeah. Your card was the charge was declined. That's why your account was terminated. And I'm going, but wait a minute, what? When was that termination? She said it's September of last year. And I go and I look at my card and I'm going, well, gee, this card's good for 2 years. And it's going to expire next month. So in September, of 2020, this card was still good. And there was money in the bank. So the bank didn't decline the charge. I didn't decline the charge. Who declined the charge? NET10 declined the charge and waited for the 30 days to expire, so I would lose all my rollover minutes, 9,760 minutes. And they could say, well, we don't have to give those back to you because you waited too long to get back to us. And I'm going, well, I didn't know there was anything to get back to you about. Why should I be getting back to you? All of this is supposed to be automatic. That's when they call it autopay. Because I don't have to keep track of your company's business for you. That is not my job. You do not pay me for that. Which is the same point I made with management. But basically, if you've seen many of the videos about malicious compliance and so forth, corporate people, managers and like that, are really good at just, no matter what you're trying to tell them, they'll just say, that's just the way it is. So basically, that's what they told me. You are out $970 worth of valuable property. We're taking it. We're keeping it. You don't get it back. And we set you up. We allowed you to experience be trapped in our little maneuver. And then we lied to you about your card expiring because it wasn't your card expired. It was your phone technology that expired, and we didn't even bother to warn you about that. And that's just the way it is. And basically she told me, well, you can go tell anybody you want to about it. And I said, well, I know there's other people out there who probably got caught in the same thing. Maybe there's a class action lawsuit I can get to. Maybe I can go to, I'm going to talk to a lawyer about it. Maybe call the FCC, have a talk with them. Interstate Commerce Commission, are they still a thing? I call it Better Business Bureau. Anybody I can find that will listen, I'll tell them about this theft. And she said, well, you could get your minutes back if you signed up and got a new account. I said, great. She said, but you can't do it with that phone. So this is the phone they told me to buy. She said, no, that phone's traded for TracFone. TracFone owns NET10. What's the problem? She's running short on excuses now. This is the phone that your technical support people, this is the phone your NET10 service people told me to go buy so that I could get back, open the account and get my minutes back. And she said, well, it would, if you open an account, it'd be a new account. And we can't, it's a TracFone phone, so you'd have to get a TracFone account. And we can't transfer minutes between a NET10 account and a TracFone account, even though they're both the same damn company. These people are so fucking tight. They could eat coal and shit diamonds.